All right, now we're going to talk a little bit about the trombone. So the trombone comes in a case like this. Make sure you can read the logo on the front near the handle so it's right side up. Undo the latches and take out the three pieces of the trombone. We have the bell section, the mouthpiece, and the most important part, the trombone slide. Now, before you set your trombone slide down, make sure that the slide lock is locked. If it's unlocked, then the slide is free to move, and if you accidentally drop it, it will slide all the way, and your slide could come apart into two pieces. It's not the end of the world, but we want to make sure that these pieces stay perfectly straight. They are super delicate. You want to pretend like the inside of your trombone is made of glass, because it needs to be kept super, super safe. So every time I take out the trombone slide, I make sure it's in the locked position. And the trombone slide has its spit valve on the bottom and a rubber foot. So when it's time to build the trombone, it sits on that rubber foot. All right, I'm gonna set all three of these pieces down on the table to show you how we put it together. Put the case on the floor here. Okay. So your trombone has three pieces. The bell section, the mouthpiece, and the slide. Now the slide comes apart into two pieces. The outer slide, which you see, is made of brass, this golden color. And when you unlock it and look at the inner slide, you'll notice it's made of a silvery color. So these are both brass, but the one on the inside is super, super polished. And it's really important we keep it nice and smooth for easy playing. When you set your trombone up, you're going to set the rubber foot on the ground first. The first thing you're going to do is put the rubber foot on the ground. I'm going to do that here next to my chair, but I want you to see how it sits, just like this. Oh, I can actually set it on my chair. Perfect. Next, you take the trombone bell section, and you'll notice the bell section has this little piece right here that spins. This is going to attach to this part of the slide. You can take the mouthpiece and put it in the lead pipe. It should only fit into one spot. It might fit in here, but it's really loose. So make sure it fits nice and snug in the lead pipe. It's the same section that has the slide lock, okay? Don't push too hard or your mouthpiece will get stuck. You can push and give a little twist if you want, but you shouldn't need to twist it. Then you take the bell section and put that onto the slide. The bell section goes onto the slide. Then you tighten it with your fingers. Do not use a wrench. You need to use your fingers to tighten it and loosen it. So if you use a wrench, one, you're going to damage the instrument, and two, you won't be able to undo it when it's time to take the instrument apart. So there's the three pieces, our bell section, slide section, and mouthpiece all set up. They're all connected here by this screw-on collar to connect the two, and our slide is locked. When it's time to stop playing and take it apart, you take it apart the same way you put it back together. Always making sure that slide is locked. We can take the mouthpiece out first. Then we unscrew the two pieces. And we have our trombone bell and our slide. Now, the trombone bell section has a counterweight. The slide weighs more than this part of the trombone, and we want them to be even, and so the counterweight helps with that. The counterweight lives on the tuning slide. When you need to move your tuning slide, you grab both sides of it like this and use your thumbs to push up or pull down, okay? Push up and pull down. We'll talk about this in class, no worries. The last thing that's super important for trombone is how you lubricate the slide, how you make sure the slide is nice and smooth. There are lots of products. I want you to use either Slido Mix, comes with a red cap with a white bottle. I have some of these at school that I will have for students that need them. There are a couple other products that you can get, you might see at the music shop, including Yamaha Trombone Slide Lubricant. It's really important you get lubricant, not oil. Do not buy trombone slide oil. We do not use oil on our trombones. We use lubricant. You might have seen a product that looks like this, Slide Cream or Trombone Teen. They look like toothpaste, but they're super, super thick. I want you to imagine that it's like toothpaste. Obviously, don't put it on your toothbrush and brush your teeth with it. Ew, gross. But this needs water. The Trombone Slide Cream needs to be mixed with water for it to be effective. The Trombone Slide Lubricant is Slide Cream already mixed with water. So you don't need to worry about mixing it. It's all ready to go. That's why I call it Slido Mix. It's mixed in. Now, there are some ways that you can, or wait, let me think, go backwards. When you add Slido Mix, it's really thick. Or when you add Slide Lubricant, it's really thick. Once you've got it on your trombone, you only need to add it about once a month. Only about once a month do you need to add Trombone Slide Lubricant. And then after that, you need a little spray bottle. Now this spray bottle has a nice little cap, so it doesn't spray while it's in your trombone case, and a little pump spray. Just a little spray, a little spritz. You can find these in the travel section at Target or Fred Meyer or Walmart. They're like $1.50. Highly recommend getting one of these, especially if it has a lid. I don't want to see any spray bottles with the trigger that you squeeze like this. It needs to be a pump spray, and it shouldn't be any bigger than this one, okay? Here's the mouthpiece to compare how big it is. Not very big, it's quite small. It can fit in your pocket if you need to. So to lubricate the slide, all you do is go and put slide lubricant on the silver part of the slide, letting it go in between the cracks between the outer slide and the inner slide. And as the trombone needs water, if it gets really dry, then you can add water to the trombone slide, but you shouldn't need to do that often. This is just normal water, nothing special about it. It's not reverse osmosis water, it's not filtered water, it's not purified water, it's just water from the sink. Don't use water from the toilet, it'll gross. Don't use your dog bowl water. Just get water from the sink and put it in the little spray bottle, okay? If it ever runs out, you could always refill it from a water bottle. If you have a water bottle with just normal water in it, you can add it from there too. Okay, those are all the really important things about trombone. Now putting it back in the case can be kind of tricky. The main thing we want to watch out for is this spit valve. We want to make sure the spit valve is up when we put it in the case. So when I put this in the case, I want the spit valve facing the ceiling. I don't want to put it into the case like this, because then the spit valve will get squished by the foam inside the case. This is going to sit facing up. So with that in mind, let's get the case back out. We'll put the bell section in first. It's taking up a lot of space on the table here. You might notice your trombone case might have a cleaning rod buried within. Don't worry about using the cleaning rod right now. If you have a cleaning rod or you have a snake, which looks, oh, come on, cleaning rod, get back in there. Oh my goodness. What are you doing, cleaning rod? Go back in your little slot. There we go. Yeah, don't need to worry about the cleaning rods right now. And if you have something that looks like this, a trombone snake, we don't need to worry about that either. You can leave that at home, okay? Now to put the trombone slide in, we want to make sure that spit valve is facing up. So we put the handle here, it goes in first, and the spit valve is facing up. So it's nice and safe. And the mouthpiece back in the mouthpiece slot. And you can put your spray bottle and your lubricants in the little pocket there, and you're all set and ready to go. You should only need one slide lubricant. I just have two different options, okay? So I'll take one of these out because we don't need both of them. Just one of them. And you're all set to start playing trombone. Make sure it's closed before you lift it up and walk away with it. If you have any questions, send me an email or ask me in class. I've been playing trombone since I was a beginner, so I'm ready and willing to help any trombone player with anything, just like all our other instruments, but I completely understand how you felt when you were a beginner learning the trombone. But now you're all becoming less and less beginners. You're all practicing. You're all getting super good, and I'm so excited. So, trombone players, have fun, be safe, make smart choices, and if there's ever a problem, bring it to Mr. Coons before you try to fix it yourself, okay? All right. Have fun, trombone players.